them like I'm Stephen whenever I'm in your town. The Warriors in your presence.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the incomparable Travis Kelce closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Vikings and the Bills, and it's all up next.
Get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Sam Darnold in his 5th year now out of USC.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. Got a man, that's Richie James.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Darnold. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And on the next-gen stats, we see that he traveled better than 50 yards after that initial contact was made.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3.
So Longberg gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
They're led out by the 4th-year man out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Jones. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
The Vikings sit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing Jones. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole
bit.
thing. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now Darnold. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Darnold. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now Jones on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. These two teams all tied after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Not a whole lot
out there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, we're going to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, well, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Sermon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays
finish things off with a touchdown run. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this is incomplete.
Probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Demario Davis there on the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Jones throwing for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. To throw is Darnold. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Darnold now to throw. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roll down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime at a 5. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, meanwhile, there's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
Jones To throw on third down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, Every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Darnold.
That'll be complete to Sermon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. On the give, this is Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. From the 38, Darnold. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Again, he finds Moore.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
To the air again, Darnold. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Harris diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Jones. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bills going to take over again on offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter. Maybe one of my...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Jones. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And that's showing up this football game.
Come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Bills, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.